Let's be real. Most of us were never taught how to build a life. We were taught how to stay busy, study hard, pick a safe path, get a good job, climb the ladder, do what everyone else is doing, just do it slightly better, and maybe you did. You worked hard, you got the title, maybe even the paycheck, but here you are, wondering why it still doesn't feel right. That's the rat race. And no, it's not just about working long hours or hating Mondays. It's about living on someone else's terms. It's about feeling like life is just happening to you. The worst part, you don't even realize it at first. Because everything looks good. You're doing what you were told to do. You're being responsible. You have the job, the email signature, the calendar full of meetings. But when you zoom out, when you look at the bigger picture, you realize you've built a life where your time belongs to everyone but you. Your job owns your weekdays, your errands own your weekends, and your dreams? They're somewhere in a notes app, gathering dust. Let's not overcomplicate this. The rat race is a system that rewards staying in line, not thinking for yourself. It keeps you reactive, busy, distracted, always chasing something. A raise, a promotion, a new job title. You think each milestone will bring clarity, or relief, or peace. But it doesn't. It just moves the goalpost. And the truth is, most people don't escape the rat race because they never stop long enough to question it. So how do you get out? Not by burning everything down, not by quitting your job overnight or moving to the mountains. You get out by shifting how you think. And slowly, by building something that's yours, you escape by designing a career and a life that actually fits you. Let's walk through how. First, define what enough means for you. If you don't define it, someone else will. What's enough money? What's enough time off? What's enough stability? Without these answers, you'll always feel behind, because there will always be someone doing more, earning more, achieving more. But here's the truth. If you don't know your version of enough, you will never feel free, because you'll keep running, even after you've arrived. Second, stop outsourcing your direction. Your boss shouldn't decide what your career looks like. Your parents' dreams shouldn't shape your path, and your LinkedIn feed is not a compass. Start asking, what do I actually care about? What problems do I enjoy solving? What kind of life do I want 5 years from now? Write it down. Keep it visible. Revisit it often. That list becomes your new map. Third, understand your real value. If you're only trading time for money, the ceiling is low. You work more, you earn more, but your time disappears. You need to start thinking about leverage. That could mean building a product once and selling it 100 times, packaging your knowledge into a course, automating tasks, or positioning yourself as a specialist, not just a worker. The goal is simple. Make your impact grow without your hours having to increase. Fourth, build identity outside of your job title. This is where a lot of people get stuck. We get so tied to being marketing manager or senior analyst that we forget who we are without the badge. Ask yourself, if your company shut down tomorrow, who are you? What do you know? What can you teach? What would people still come to you for? Because that, not your job title, is what you build on. That's where your real freedom starts. Fifth, get clear on how you want to feel. This sounds soft, but it's actually the foundation. Do you want calm, ownership, excitement, flexibility? Designing a career isn't just about what you do, it's about how it makes you feel day to day. If you wake up anxious every morning and crash every evening, that's not success. Even if your resume says otherwise, clarity starts with emotion, because how you feel is your feedback loop. Sixth, don't wait for passion, build direction. Passion is not lightning from the sky, it's clarity over time. Pick something that matters to you, something you're good at, and something people need. Start from that triangle. Then, test, explore, refine, improve. You won't feel certain from day one, but you will build momentum. And that's what creates confidence. Seventh, protect your time like it's your actual salary, because it is. Time is the one thing you can't earn back. If your days are packed with low-quality work, reactive requests, and meetings with no outcome, you're not actually building anything. Start cutting, say no more often, batch your deep work, make space to think, not just do. Quiet time is not a luxury, it's where all your breakthroughs happen. 8th, visibility matters. This is where people hesitate. They say, I'm not the kind of person who promotes myself. But if no one knows what you do, how will you ever get out of the race? Start small, share ideas, post your work, write about what you've learned. People don't hire talent, they hire clarity. Show them how you think and why that thinking solves problems. That's how you build demand. 9th, build income that isn't chained to your desk. One client isn't freedom, one job isn't security, one source of money is a trap in disguise. Build multiple streams. Even if they're small at first, freelance gigs, coaching, content, templates, it trains you to earn outside the system. That's how you lower the fear of leaving it. You don't leap, you layer. 10th, learn how to think for yourself. In the rat race, everyone copies. They follow trends, they chase titles, they do what looks safe. If you want out, you need to question the defaults. Why do I believe this is the only way? What would this look like if it were easier? Who says I have to follow this timeline? Thinking for yourself is a muscle. Use it every day. Let's pause here. You might be wondering, all this sounds great, but isn't it risky? Yes, it is. But staying in a system that drains you for 10 years is risky too. Waking up one day and realizing you built a life you want to escape from, that's risk. This isn't about being reckless, it's about being honest. Honest about what's working, what's not. And whether you're building your future or just buying time. And remember, you don't need to do all of this today. This isn't a 10-day plan, it's a process. Start with one step. Pick one area where you'll stop defaulting and start designing. Maybe it's how you spend your mornings. Maybe it's launching a side project. Maybe it's setting boundaries at work. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters that you start. Here's what you gain when you do. You stop feeling like you're always behind. You stop waiting for permission. You stop comparing yourself to people running a race you no longer care about. You start building something that fits. Something that grows with you. Something that gives back. That's the life you don't need to escape from. That's a career on your terms. I'll leave you with this. You weren't born to chase deadlines and checkboxes. You weren't put here to impress your LinkedIn network. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a different question. Not how do I keep up, but what kind of life do I want to build? And what's one small thing I can do today to start creating it? That one question can change everything. Thank you for watching. If this made you think, pause, or feel seen, I'm glad. Please subscribe to the channel. There's more coming. And I'd love for you to be here for it. See you in the next one.
Find your unique value, let it free. Stand tall, rise up, be who you wanna be. Your story matters, sing it loud and clear. You got that spark, ignite it without fear.